I want to talk about Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson is also a world-famous pop singer. He also composes songs as well as dances. 1958 August Days, United States, Indiana State, born in Greece. Parents were Joseph Walter and Catherine Esther. He is the seventh son out of 9 siblings. His younger name is Michael Joseph Jackson. The youngest sister is Janet Jackson. Michael's height is 5 feet 10 inches. 1963, began singing as a child with the Jackson 5 with his brothers. The group was later renamed the Jackson. I Want You Back, which he sang with the group, the songs ABC and Elbethir appeared. 1972, released solo album Got to Be There with Ben. In 1978, the group broke up after the release of the music video Through Eyes, and in 1979, the album Off the Wall was released. In the same year, he suffered an injury during a concert, starting with a broken nose bone and undergoing surface surgery. Then facial surgery in 1984. In 2002 and 2004, the skin on his face was damaged until he had to walk around with a mask on his face. In 1982, the Thriller album was released and sold more than 109 million copies worldwide, becoming the best-selling album in history with amazing success, and won 8 Grammy Awards. And stayed at number 1 on the Billboard charts for 9 months. His songs became world famous and started the MTV era. As well as being famous for loving children, there have also been cases of mistreatment of children. He was still married to Lisa Presley, daughter of the late celebrity Elvis Presley, but they divorced. Then again, he said that he had a child with a prostitute. He was also sued by the Children's Rights Protection Group for holding up the newborn baby with one hand from the window to the audience below. Every time he did something in his life, he just turned into a small fry. He built a playground for the children in his yard. He invited the children and played by himself. He still did good for the world. One of the songs he sang was We Are the World, a song with singers from different countries to help the African famine. The song Heal the World, about saving the world from war, is still popular. He first introduced the moonwalk dance in the Thriller album and introduced the world's youth to the dance called breakdance. Produced and sang songs and won several platinum awards. His most famous world stage show is the Dangerous World Tour. Around 1992, he toured. There was much criticism in the years before his death, and he was acquitted in 2005 after being charged with indecency with children. There have been frequent reports of Michael's deteriorating health over the past 2 episodes after multiple facial surgeries, but he has consistently denied it. However, he plans to return to his singing career. He's due to perform on stage in London later this year and his tickets sold out in minutes. Michael is looking forward to the biggest stage performance of his life in London next month. As for him, he worked very hard for the concert to be held at London's O2 Stadium on July 13th and had 45 rehearsals, according to his sister Latora. World-famous pop singer Michael Jackson in 2009 June. He passed away at 3:15 p.m. local time on Thursday. 50-year-old Michael Jackson suffered a heart attack and was rushed to UCLA Hospital in Los Angeles, California. When emergency medical personnel arrived at his home in the afternoon local time, he was no longer breathing, fire officials said. The hospital then reported that he was in a coma at UCLA California Hospital. On the evening of June 25, UCLA Hospital in Los Angeles announced a confirmation that Michael had passed away. Before his death, Michael's health deteriorated and he was in a state of unconsciousness, according to his family. The Los Angeles Times reported that police officials then confirmed that Michael Jackson was dead. He was 50 years old at the time of his death. After hearing the news of Michael's death, fans gathered outside the hospital to pay their heartbroken farewells. The family has not yet announced where Michael will be buried. Businessmen who saw the field in London bought Michael's souvenir shirt. It is known that they sell badges and souvenirs. It is known that the souvenir ticket given by Michael Jackson to the fans is worth up to $20,000. In Japan in 1994, Michael gave a hat to one of his fans, and there were people who would buy it for $50,000. Fans who love him madly believe that Michael is not dead. However, the New York Times predicted that Michael's final journey would not be more expensive than the funerals of Elvis Presley, who died in 1977, and Diana, who died in 1997. Michael Jackson's funeral was held on July 7 at the Staples Center in Los Angeles. World-famous artists such as Mariah Carey, Jennifer Hudson, Lionel Richie TV channel John Mayer, as well as Shah Jaffar Gholi, considered one of Britain's brightest young artists, performed their art at Michael's heartbreaking memorial service. At the time of death, sons, Prince Michael, survived by daughter Paris Jackson.